It's a legacy and livelihood that has come to define Maryland. And maintaining a robust crab population in the Chesapeake Bay is not only important to scientists, but to crabbers as well. In tonight's Maryland Moments, photojournalist Jed Gamber and I take you into the bay with a look at this year's harvest. When headlights are the only light, a new day begins for the crew of the Ellie Christine.
See you like 8 hours.
When there's no moonlight and no sunlight, it's the grays before dawn that Tony Conrad's been navigating for 17 years.
I love it. Better than a cubicle.
A farmer of the bay.
We need to be, up, a couple hours before the sun comes up, be at the boat and be ready to work, meaning at our first crab pot, a half hour before sunrise.
Ready for a long day at sea. A livelihood dependent on the catch.
It's a half hour before sunrise is the legal time that we're allowed to start.
And only 7 hours after.
And you have from April 1st to December 15th, so you're trying to hustle and do as much as you can so you can make your money for the winter.
Nice pot!
Over the last decade, Maryland crabbing industry has become more tightly regulated.
I mean, there's thousands upon thousands of people that work in it, and there's hundreds of thousands of people that depend on crabs as a sustainable piece of seafood. It's an industry that needs to be highly, helped and focused on keeping alive.
As the amber beams of sunlight fill the sky, blue crabs begin to fill Conrad's boat.
They're on a date right now.
Sometimes two at a time.
Take her for a little swim, and then he, how do we say this in TV terms? They procreate.
Creating more crabs for Conrad. Pod after pod, from the water to the racks. A lucky few, too small or too soft, get thrown back. A glimpse at freedom, crushed in an instant. This crab, not so lucky.
Every pot's like a new gift you're opening up. Is it a dozen crabs, is it 3 crabs, is it 2 dozen crabs? It's the excitement of the day,
Watermen and scientists want the numbers to continue to rise. Even in the midst of what appears to be a robust harvest, there is a real fear for the future.
The population has been steadily going up and up over the past 3 years, and that's because the regulations have worked. It's also because the cleanliness of the bay has been, very good for the past couple years.
This year, the state is ending the adult female crab season 10 days earlier than last year.
It more affects the lower bay crabber because, that's the predominant crab that they're going to harvest this time of the year, and it will affect their livelihood more than it would ours.
But every regulation is closely followed to continue a legacy and a livelihood that has come to define Maryland.
The Chesapeake is the backbone of the bay, and the crabbing industry is the backbone of the, industry in Maryland.
8 hours and 11 totes later, Ellie Christine gets docked for the day. But Conrad and his harvest begin a second journey.
Yep, there he is.
This time it's taillights leading the way. More than 1,000 crabs fresh from the bay.
Bam! 2 o'clock right now. They'll be gone by about 6 o'clock tonight.
Yes, can I have you?
There's the paper for you, ma'am.
Conrad's Crabs and Seafood Market.
Yes, ma'am. Have a great day.
Conrad calls this a slow day.
Monday and Wednesday are the 2 slowest days of the week. Why, I don't know. But every other day of the week is a madhouse. Madhouse. All this fresh fish, and crabs right off the bay.
A unique perspective as a crabber and crab house owner.
Sun's up, it's time to work. A farmer doesn't look at his farm and his clock and say, oh, gotta stop picking the cucumbers, it's 4 o'clock. You work until your work is done, and then you go to sleep. Then you get up and do it again the next day.
Crabs provide for Conrad's family, his crew, the employees at his store. And he's hoping the sun never sets on his way of life.